All right, so I have my patient here who has suspected tib fracture, which is indicated by the tape. So I have my SAM splint just right here. So before I apply the SAM splint to the fracture site, I'm just going to quickly assess PMS before I do that. So first, can you wiggle your toes? All right, just going to check pulse on the injured side. It's present. And then closing your eyes, which side am I touching?
Left.
Which side am I touching?
Right.
Perfect. So with the SAM splints, I'm just going to quickly configure it to his uninjured leg. So I'm just going to slowly lift it up. And then just try and conform it. Okay, perfect. So just going to slowly slide it out. Alright, so since I don't have another partner, it's only me, I'm going to just slowly try and stabilize it and then slowly try and slide this underneath with try and have minimal movement of the tibia. So I'm just going to try and stabilize just below and then try and move this just underneath. And then once I get the padding underneath, there we go. I can easily slide it under. So I'm not moving or pushing up on the leg, I'm just slowly moving it up towards the thigh. And so there we go, right there. Again, if we had another person, they'd stabilize it while I slowly move the splints underneath the injured leg. So I have my tourniquets ready. So for the first one, I'm just going to slowly move it underneath the hamstring. And so now I'm going to slide it underneath the splint, just below the patella and above the fracture site. The next one, you do the same thing, so just right underneath the hamstring, but this time it's going to go above the patella. The next tourniquet I'm going to apply is going to be below the patella, or no, below the fracture site, sorry. So starting right there. The last one we're going to have is just around the ankle. Kind of like that. So now, I'm just going to start splinting, so just above the patella. And then you're just going to tell me if it's too tight at all?
Yep.
Okay. And so now with the loose ends, I'm just going to try and pad along the splint just so there's minimal movement. So I'm just being aware of the fracture site. So again, just padding along. Now just below the fracture site, still being wary. Padding along this side. And now I'm just going to come around. And tighten it around the ankle. and then just padding and around the ankle as well. So that seems stable. All right, so after, I'm just going to assess PMS one more time. So we're just going to check the pulse, which is present. Can you wiggle your toes? And then closing your eyes, which side am I touching?
Left.
And then which side am I touching?
Right.
Good. So that is a SAM splint.